my honor to stand shoulder to shoulder with you today as we show the country and we show the world that we are not going to take this bullshit they're trying to force down our throats in the Midwest, and that's not coming here.
Tom Morello, lead guitarist of Rage Against the Machine, took his rage to the stage for political change, pumping up the crowd as downtown Los Angeles became the new front in the fight to keep the American dream alive. As far as the eye could see, people lined up in solidarity to let Washington and Wall Street know that America's poor and middle class will no longer be the scapegoats for the nation's money problems.
You know, they're the ones that wrecked the economy. It wasn't teachers, it wasn't the teachers union that wrecked the economy. It wasn't steelworkers or cops or students that wrecked the economy. It was the malfeasance of Wall Street that wrecked the economy.
Thousands of people have taken over the streets of Los Angeles. People here have drawn their inspiration from the workers of Wisconsin who are fighting for the American dream. There's a really big fear that that American dream is being taken away, especially in a city where the unemployment problem is way worse than the national average. Now people here are getting loud and want Washington to know that they're not going to take it.
The frustration of the poor and middle class is manifesting itself throughout the West Coast and in many other cities across America. With federal and local governments proposing major budget cuts and private industry still hiring at a sluggish rate, the pain is hitting home for many. Gaines Newborn is fighting to keep kids off the streets, while at the same time fighting to keep food on his own table.
I've lost my job twice in the last 6 months, being laid off from a youth institution. My job, I'm a youth mentor. My job is to help empower young people to become successful, and I am struggling to stay in the field.
Like many here, he believes the government's solutions so far have only slung the nation backwards, expanding and entrenching poverty. A recent study showed that nearly 2 million people in Los Angeles County are living in hunger.
I can go a couple of days without food, but my child would not go a day without food. And people are willing to do anything to feed their kids, to get their kids the house, the shelter they need, and support that they need. I mean, it's dangerous.
Those concerns are shared by workers who fear their wages and benefits are at risk by the right-wing movement to kill organized labor. Kelly Pierce was encouraged by people taking to the streets. She depends on her benefits to pay for her daughter's heart surgeries. So she will fight for her benefits and for those of others.
I mean, look at all the vets that you see on the street corners. You know, they fought for our country. Yet you see more and more and more homeless people, vets. And now it's not only the vets, it's us standing on the street corners asking for money, and that's wrong.
It appears that Main Street is finally waking up. A solidarity movement developing ready to fight for a fairer system.
It's global. I mean, you see tens of thousands of people in the streets in Cairo, in Madison, in Los Angeles. I think it's a real international groundswell of people standing up against injustice.
History is not made by presidents or popes or kings or queens or generals or CIA kingpins running dope. The wheel of history is in your hands.
In Los Angeles, Ramon Galindo, RT.